So in the last episode, I said I was going to do Jeff Hardy, which I'm still going to do Jeff Hardy. But what I decided to do is I decided to combine both Jeff and Matt Hardy. So just the Hardy Boys. So I'm just going to do the Hardy Boys. I have about 8 figures combined, 8 or 9. I forget. I'm not going to go count right now. But yeah, I don't have that many combined with them. So I just decided just combine them, and then I'll do Matt Hardy, like all the elites I don't have, and then Jeff Hardy. And same thing with the AEW figures, since I have AEW figures too. I do want to include the AEW figures as well, even though it's just like the elite collection. But yeah, I'll do the AEW figures as well. And again, Spooky's messing with stuff back there. I'm not gonna stop him again. He just decides to start playing around with everything whenever I start recording something. So yeah, like he was fine all second ago, but now he's just playing with stuff, so we have to deal with it. So I'm gonna start with Matt Hardy, because he's kind of like the second one. I don't know why people don't give him as much credit as they do Jeff Hardy. He's just like doesn't have like that top tier career except for like his broken stuff, but he just didn't get as pushed as much. It was kind of sad to see. But I'm gonna start with the AEW figure, which is his unrivaled Series 4 one. I'm pretty sure this is his first AEW figure. The lighting's kind of off right here. I'd put it right here. But yeah, so this is his first AEW figure. I think they're about to come out with another one. I don't know. I'm not keeping up with them that well. But yeah, I have it in a case. I'm probably going to end up taking it out of the case whenever I get more rare ones. Because I don't really... Like, these just aren't as valuable as, of course, the rare ones, and I don't feel like ordering more protectors for them. So yeah, here's the first one, Matt Hardy, broken Matt Hardy, and yeah, it's the first AEW. And then I'm gonna get into the only 2 elites I have of him. My first Matt Hardy elite is actually the Woken Matt Hardy Network Spotlight figure. I really like this one. I actually found this one at a mall in Temple, Texas. They have like a store there. It's like video games. They sell video games. They sell action figures, all stuff like that. It's kind of like an FX Games. God, man, what is Spooky doing back there? He is messing with the bags. Like he's trying to make a lot of ruckus back there. But yeah, so I got Woken Matt Hardy here. I really like this figure. Like I like how like it's just realistic. Like the thing is just a straight up picture. I love this figure. I was really happy to find this one at the mall. I immediately got it. I don't even remember how much I got it for, maybe like $40, but yeah, I was really happy to get this one. And the other Matt Hardy Elite figure I have is actually a Series 2 figure. This is Series 2, 2010. Yeah, 2010. So this is 12 years old. I definitely ordered this one. I ordered this one from the same guy I ordered a lot of my other figures from. But yeah, that guy just had everything. He had everything. But I was really happy to grab this one from him. Matt Hardy. It's pretty dented in the back, but you can kind of expect that from like the older figures. But yeah, this is my only other Matt Hardy figure I have. I only have these 3, and 2 of them are elites. So I don't know really how much he has, like how many more he has, but I'm about to go through them and throw up the pictures here in a second. All right, so I lied. I actually do have another Matt Hardy Elite, and I completely forgot about it until I was looking up the elites that they have that I don't have. Actually, I have another one too, but it's in Washington, so I don't physically have it. I'll show you which one that is, and I'll list it off to the ones that I don't have, but I'll say that I do have it because it's in Washington right now. I don't have it physically, so I can't show it off. But I do have this ringside collectible Matt Hardy. This is like his ECW one. It's pretty cool. I actually got this one at the San Antonio Mall, the same one I got the CM Punk Elite from. But yeah, I completely forgot I had this. But yeah, there's another one. There's another Elite that I just completely forgot. So I'm just going to throw it in after I said I only had like 2 Elites. I actually have 4. But yeah, so there's the other elite, and now I'm about to explain the ones that I'm missing, but this is gonna be put in the middle of the Jeff Hardy and the Matt Hardy one. So actually, first I'm gonna go through my Jeff Hardy figures, and then I'll do Matt and Jeff Hardy, the ones that I don't have, the elites, anyways. So the first elite that I have of Jeff Hardy is the Top Picks. I forget what year this is, 2021. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was his last WWE figure, and kind of sad to think that it's probably going to be his last ever WWE figure, because I mean he's already been in the company twice and he got released twice, so I don't really see there being a third time. But yeah, actually I think that was his third time being released, so I don't see a fourth time happening. But yeah, so pretty nice. I like the face paint. I don't know. I don't really know about the blue and yellow that much. Yeah, I mean, it's nice, but I mean, there's another one over here I'll show you in a second that has like blue and white. It looks a lot better. So like the blue and yellow is kind of like a weird combination, especially for like the face paint. But yeah, it's not a bad figure, but I'm pretty sure it's his last one. So the next two I'm just going to show together because they're pretty much they're the same figure. It's just one's a chase and one's not. So this is his Series 84 figure right here. I like the eyes. I like how they did the eyes. But they didn't do it on the figure itself. They did do it on the chase one, but they didn't do it on this one. And see, like I like the blue and white. It's really cool looking. I like it. Pretty good condition. Got this at the store. Don't know how valuable this is because I haven't looked it up yet. But I think they were pretty valuable last time I saw them. Maybe like $20 more than store price, which is more valuable than it was. But yeah, so here's this one, and then here's the chase version. It's the same thing, same figure. The only difference is the red and white face paint and the armbands. I'm pretty sure the armbands are different too. Yeah, so this one's black, yellow, and blue, and then this one's white, gold, and black. So yeah, that's the only difference is the face paint and the armbands. But they don't even change the cover or nothing like that. They don't change anything else besides just that. That's how they do the chase figures. But yeah, the next two I'm going to show you aren't elite figures. They are ringside collectible ones, and to be honest, I like them a lot better than the elites that I have. For the next Jeff Hardy figure, it's actually a TNA figure that ringside exclusive had, or like they had their own ringside exclusive one. And look at this bad boy. Look at this thing. It's so freaking cool, and I'm so glad I got this one. Like, the box is in great condition. It actually glows in the dark. I'm actually about to try it right now. I don't think you'll be able to see it though. You can see the box. Like, look, you can see the actual box glow in the dark. You can't see the figure that much. I mean, if I put it up, you can kind of see it, but I think that's more color of the light, of like the recording light that's coming off of it. You can't really see the figure itself, but you can see like the logo and stuff, which is pretty freaking cool. I'm pretty sure it's already running out, but you can faintly see it right there. So not only does the figure glow in the dark, but the box does too, and that's really freaking cool. And the last Jeff Hardy figure I have is, I mean, technically a TNA one too, but his Impact Wrestling one. And I guess I don't remember. I mean, I didn't watch Impact that much. I watched it a little bit, but not that much. I don't remember him coming out like in a mass like that. But yeah, I guess the box, like look at the box. It's so freaking weird. It's in good condition. I mean, it looks bent and stuff, but that's just how the box is. And I guess it's supposed to look like the mask, but I thought this figure is so cool. I kind of like the TNA one just because the color is a little bit more. But this one's really cool. I had this one actually on my desk the entire time because I think it's a cool set piece. But yeah, I really like this figure. And that's kind of one of the other reasons I wanted to do Jeff Hardy next, because I wanted to show that off. But now I'm about to show you guys the ones I don't have. I don't think Matt Hardy has that many elites. Maybe like one other one. Same thing with Jeff Hardy. I don't think he has that many elites just because they've been through the company, like they've been out of the company for so long, but between the time of the elites dropping. So yeah, I'm about to go through that right now. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Matt Hardy, and I'm going to show you the ones that I don't have. The first one's I'm just gonna do the AEW one. The first one is the rare 1 of 500 unrivaled Matt Hardy. Yeah, I don't ever see me getting that one. Those things are worth a lot of money, like thousands. I think people are like selling it for $800 to $1,000. Those like early unrivaled ones, like the rare ones, they're just like they're too much. Especially the first one, the Cody one, ridiculous amount. But yeah, that's the first one I don't have. So I'm gonna go over the two that I do have that are in Washington right now. So I don't have them physically. They are the Matt Hardy SummerSlam one. I think I have that one and the Kevin Owens. I don't remember if I have the Kevin Owens, but I know I have the Matt Hardy. And there's also a 2-pack of the Hardy Boyz that I got at FYE whenever it's still there. I don't like to collect the 2-packs. I only like to do the single packs, so I'll also only be talking about the single packs. But yeah, so I have both of those, but I just don't have them physically to actually show you. So the first Elite I want to talk about that I don't have is the Series 6 Matt Hardy. And it's kind of funny to me because as you can see, like you can look at the picture, like look at the picture for a second. Does it look familiar? Well, look at this. They use the same picture, but it's purple. Like they just recolored it purple. So it's kind of lazy. It's kind of funny how lazy they are when it comes to that. But yeah, so that's the first one that I don't have of Matt Hardy. The second one I don't have of Matt Hardy is the Series 58. And he has the Raw Championship, like the Raw Tag Team Championship. And I don't know if that was with Jeff Hardy or if that was with Bray Wyatt at the time. But I think it's a pretty nice figure. I mean, the belt looks pretty cool in it. And, of course, it's like his Woken character. And, yeah, so that's the second one I don't have. The last one I don't have is his WrestleMania figure. And it's such a nice box. It looks great. Like, the coloring scheme of it is just like this muted yellow-brown. And they all had that. Like, I think they had that one. They had a Booker T. I think they had Kofi Kingston. Like, I could be wrong about some of those. But I believe this is the last one I don't have of Matt Hardy. The Elites anyways. And, yeah, so I think that's all of them. I'm pretty sure that's all of them. I could be missing one or two. I doubt it. But, yeah, that's the last one that I don't have of Matt Hardy. So now I'm going to talk about the Jeff Hardy ones. And I'm going to talk first about the Series 67 one. I'm pretty sure this is his first Elite figure after he returned. And there is one before it, way before, but I'm not going to talk about it until the last one because it's the most interesting one. And there's a reason why it's more interesting than the others. But yeah, I like this one. It has this is him when he won the United States Championship, and he would come out with like the United States face paint, and it was really cool. It was really cool. This is a time where they were kind of like pushing him as a mid-carder and weren't making him job to everybody at the time. But yeah, I really like this one. I wish I did have this one, but I think it's another, like everything with like the United States stuff is pretty sought after. Like I have like a Zack Ryder one, and like all the United States ones are pretty sought after. So I wish I had it, but I don't. So the next Elite figure of Jeff Hardy that I don't have is the Series 71. And what's really cool about this one, I like the color scheme of it, like the pink and the blue. But yeah, I also like that they have like the extra headpieces in there. So if you don't like the pink, you can just switch to the white, even though you can't really switch the arms or anything like that. You can switch the hands, but I like how they have like the it's like they have the face paint. Like he has the paint right here, and then he doesn't have the paint right here. It kind of looks stupid. Like to be honest, it kind of looks dumb. Like than just like the other ones. But I like how they had the option. But yeah, that's the next one I don't have. The next one I'm missing is the Elite 75 series, and to be honest, I don't think I'm missing much. He looks kind of derpy. Like I don't know what they did with the eyes. Like why did they make the eyes like that? Like it's like cross-eyed. He looks cross-eyed. It's just not a good looking figure. And to be honest, I'm not really bummed because also at the same time it was kind of like my least favorite box type, because it's just like red and white. It's kind of like simple. The other ones, even though they are like blue and white, they have like a lot of variety to it. Like it's a lot of different patterns and stuff like that. But for some reason, like this box, just like the white and the red, it just looks too simple to me. And Jeff Hardy, I don't know what they were doing with this one. I mean, it's not the worst figure I've seen. I've seen worse figures, which I actually have a worse figure. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one, so I'm not too mad that I'm missing out on it. So this one is completely the opposite of the other one. I think this one looks badass. It's the Survivor Series, like the Jeff Hardy Survivor series, and I don't like. It just looks badass, and I think it's because it kind of like hits nostalgic a little bit. To be honest, I didn't really watch a lot at that time, but I know what he like what he used to look like, and like sometimes when he would just come out with like the sideburns and the hair and like just no face paint, but he still had like the armbands and everything, and you can tell it was still there, but like he just looked more badass, like a heel. He looks like a good heel, and yeah, this figure just like I'm looking at a picture of it on the side, and it just looks really nice. Like it's red, blue. It's really nice. It's completely different from the other one. The other one was shit, but this one's really nice, and I really like this one. I wish I did have this one like in box to like feel it and just like look at it. But yeah, this is a really nice figure. So the last figure that I don't have of Jeff Hardy, the last Elite, is actually one that I don't think anybody has, and it is because it was an unreleased figure, all the way back to Series 1. He was supposed to be in the first ever Elite series, and he wasn't because he got released before it came out, and they didn't want him in there. And I think the reason he got released was because of drug related, and he didn't want to go to rehab. So they released him, and because of that, they wanted to take his figure out of the first ever Elite series, and so that's why like all the other Elites, like all the series at that time, they had 6 figures, but the first one only had 5. And it is probably one of the most rare figures out there. I think there are people that own like prototypes, and they own like, or they could own like the complete one, but it was just unreleased like at the time. So maybe they somehow got it, and yeah, so that's one that even rivals the CM Punk that I have, and that's a crazy one. And I'll show the picture, and it looks great. It's a great looking figure, great box art, great figure. It looks so nice, and it sucks that it never released, but it is what it is. And I mean, that's what he had to go through. That was his consequences, and I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll show it. It's pretty badass. So those are all the Hardy Boy figures, the Elites that were made. I'm pretty sure the ones that I do have, the ones that I don't have. And I think the next one I want to do is The Rock. At some point, I think afterwards, I probably will do a female, and I want to do Alexa Bliss. I think that's the next one I want to do, because I mean, I have a pretty good amount of Alexa Bliss figures. Well, I think actually, I don't know. I have like Funko Pops. I'll show those too. I don't really go around collecting Funko Pops, but I do have like a couple. I have 2 from Alexa Bliss. I have like Elites and stuff like that, and I know she has a lot of figures, so I'll probably do her after I do The Rock. That actually didn't sound right, but yeah. So the next one I'm gonna do is The Rock, and I hope you enjoyed watching this one, seeing more of the collections, more of the stuff, more of the history. I don't really talk too much about the history. I just kind of talk about the boxes and stuff like that. But it's just because there's not a lot of history besides the Jeff Hardy one. There's stuff like that where like every once in every blue moon there's one that has history. But yeah, so I think the next one I'm gonna do is The Rock, and I hope you enjoyed watching, seeing all that stuff, and I hope you tune into the next one.